Hi, I am back, and my sister is here with me, and she's going to make chicken enchiladas.
Yes.
So, she's taking the lead. I'm excited because I have not had her chicken enchiladas yet. So,
Yeah. So the first thing that we want to do is get the chicken boiling.
I'm
So
switch sides with you.
okay. And so what I have here is I have 2.5 chicken breast cutlets. So pretty simple. You can take the fat off beforehand. I sometimes leave some fat on there.
So they're boneless, skinless.
Yeah, they're boneless, skinless chicken breasts.
And they look pretty large.
Yes.
So
they're big.
you've got 2.5 of these. Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Big mamas. So
Okay.
so I've got that, and then I have a pretty good array of seasonings that I'm going to put in. So we're gonna do some bay leaves. We're gonna do Mexican oregano. We're gonna do poultry seasoning. And actually, just to go back to that, there is a thing called Mexican oregano, and you can find it at most spice shops. Crushed red pepper, cumin, regular pepper, and
ground
salt.
pepper.
And then also we're gonna throw some oil, just whatever oil you prefer, honestly, in the water. And we're also gonna put in 3 or how many ever you want ancho chilies. So that's gonna be our soup, our boiling soup, and I'm gonna start getting that going.
And so ancho chilies, you want to make sure to wash your hands after you handle them. But I want to show you. So they're dried. These are dried ancho chilies. So.
Okay, so we just put the flame on high, and I put some water in the pot, enough to cover your chicken breast. So I'm going to first put in all of the seasonings and spices and peppers. So we're gonna just put them in whole, just as they are.
Yep, seeds and all.
Yep. And then
I can do that for you.
thank you.
You're welcome.
And when it comes to the seasonings, I'll just tell you, just be generous. I don't have a specific amount. I just kind of think of like you're making a broth. So just be generous with your seasonings. You don't have to be shy about using them. So that was the poultry seasoning. For the bay leaves, I like to use, I don't know, usually 4 or so. Got the crushed red pepper. I'm gonna go a little light on that because a lot of my family members don't like things as spicy. So just, you don't even have to use the crushed red peppers if you don't want to.
Yeah, so like, if they didn't want to use will ancho add any spice? Or is it
Not
just
really.
smokiness?
It's more of a smoky flavor. Yeah.
So it's just the red chili flakes to
Mhm.
omit if they don't want it hot.
Yes, exactly.
And
There will be a few things in this recipe that all you have to do is just not use them to make your enchiladas not spicy. So,
And that was the Mexican oregano.
yeah,
you
this is
added?
the Mexican oregano. And now I'm going to add the cumin. And I'm doing this before I get the chicken in. I want to get the water boiling first, and then we put the chicken in. So, forgot to put some oil in, so I'm going to go ahead and add that now. The oil adds moisture to your meat. It just gives it.
Don't question why she does it. She just does it.
Yeah.
So you're adding salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper. Okay, and I'm gonna let this come to a boil, and I'm gonna go wash my hands because I just touched those anchos and all those different seasonings. So, okay, so the water is kind of starting to come to a boil. So I'm gonna go ahead and just place the chicken in, and you can just put it in whole. And we're gonna boil for 30 minutes. Just got done washing my hands, because you should do that after you touch raw chicken.
And a lot of things here that are hot and spicy. If you touch your eyes, it's going to hurt.
Yes, it will. So next, I'm gonna cut up a few or some peppers that I'm adding with the chicken, and an onion. And so I'll go through first what those peppers are. First, we have an Anaheim pepper. This doesn't have a whole lot of spice. It's mainly for the flavor. Then we have a poblano pepper, and I've already washed these. So the next three are spicy peppers. So we got poblano, we have serrano, and jalapeño. And then we have an onion. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start, and all of these will be diced, like almost not minced. The onion you can do minced, but the
so finely chopped.
Finely chopped. That's the word I'm looking for. Thank you. I'm like, I don't know. You just make it small. So.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna start with the onion. Let's see here.
Give you a bowl.
Thank you.
Ew.
And I suggest a sharp knife.
Do you want a different one?
No,
Okay.
I'm just making that suggestion. It's a lot easier to cut things. I did this because Cinco de Mayo was yesterday, so I thought it'd be kind of fun. And who doesn't want enchiladas? I guess, unless you don't. Then you
Well, let's say, because maybe somebody's never had it. It has
Okay.
chicken. It has cheese.
Yes.
It's so what it is it's a tortilla that's covered in sauce, and inside it has cheese and a protein, and it's also topped with cheese, right?
Yes. Yes. And the tortillas are fried.
We fry the tortillas. So that's something that I learned is not everybody doesn't do that, but our family, that's how we grew up doing that. We fry the tortillas, and we actually heat up the sauce and fry it, like coat it in that heated sauce. So
Same thing with using flour or corn tortillas. So we use flour, and a lot less folks use corn. It just depends on where you're from.
yeah, I don't know why, if that's more a regional thing. So
Yes.
that's what we're doing.
It takes some getting used to making it this way. You have to kind of find your rhythm, because there's a few steps. I think that's good enough.
It's more prep again. One of those things that's just more prep. But once you've done everything, and then it's kind of just.
I think if you want a good Mexican meal, it's one of the easier ones, personally, in my opinion. Besides tacos, which, but.
So the chicken should boil for 25 minutes or 30 minutes.
30 minutes. Yes. Yep. 30 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. So now I'm gonna move on to the peppers.
It's rolling pretty heavy.
That's good.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it can stay like that the whole time.
Okay, cool.
Yep. Just keep it on high, I guess. Unless it starts boiling over, people, then yeah, turn it down.
I don't know why you got so aggressive.
Saying.
I'm gonna turn it down. As I've told you before, my stove gets real hot and heavy.
Okay.
So I'm gonna turn it down.
I'm cutting off what I'm doing is I'm cutting off the ends of the peppers, and then just getting out the seeds as best as possible, and all the innards.
Innards.
Same thing. Okay, so what I am doing now is once I cut the pepper in half, and so now I'm just getting out these extra filmy thingies that are inside peppers and the seeds and throwing those away. So that is step 2, cutting the peppers in half and then getting out all that extra membrane stuff, I guess, and seeds. I am just slicing the peppers, just, what's that called? It's not julienne.
Well, you're not doing any technical terms right now, so you can call it whatever you want.
Okay, well, I'm slicing these.
Just so you're really honestly okay to say whatever you want.
Okay. So, I'm just slicing the peppers like you would on a vegetable tray or something.
Yeah, they're like an inch, maybe half an inch thick.
Something.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we're going to dice, like I said, we're going to dice them. Okay, so let's get some of these off.
Please let me know if you want me to help.
Oh, I will. And I just mix them all together because they're all going in there anyways, so.
I don't know.
Give them a couple chops. It's a chop. Just, yeah, give it some chops here. Not doing anything technical, just chopping. So we're gonna put these in the bowl. Okay, so all the peppers are chopped, and that's a beautiful array of green. And I'm gonna wash my hands now. Okay, so the chicken is about done boiling. So about 5 or so minutes before it's done, you want to start warming up your oil and the enchilada sauce to fry the tortillas and then coat the tortilla in the sauce. So my preferred brand of sauce, and I don't make my own sauce, is just this guy right here with that kind of coloring. And yeah, so we're gonna pour this in a pan about this size, and we're going to put it on medium heat so it can start to warm up. And then we're also going to pour oil in a similar size pan and also start warming it up on about medium heat. So I'm going to do that now. Another thing about the sauce, there's different variations of heat level when you buy enchilada sauce. So there's mild, medium, hot. So it's just your preference.
Sorry.
Your preference on what kind you want. I don't know about other sauces. This is the kind I use, so I know how it tastes. So
And mild's not hot,
It's
really.
not.
It's just flavor.
and also if you try a different sauce besides this, I can't vouch for how it's gonna taste. I'm just saying, because I don't know. This is what I use. So the chicken is done boiling, and what you want to do is
You're not drinking around.
you want
That's Cade. I'll get him in a second. Continue.
you want to strain it. I will say one thing about the broth. It's gonna be really good. So if you want to save it for soup or something, do that. If not, let it go down the sink and waste it. I'm just like, okay, so strained the chicken and removed the ancho chilies and anything else that was in there to just have the chicken. So next we're going to shred it. My preferred method of shredding chicken is power tools. So
Hand mixer.
No, a hand mixer. So I'm going to actually, what I like to do is cut it up a little bit more, so I'm gonna do that first. And it should be really tender, so it shouldn't be difficult at all
I'm hungry.
Girl is coming. Shouldn't be difficult to pull apart. Let's see. There we go. Oh my gosh. How do you say ¿Cómo se dice? Scary. Okay. All right. So
I'm flushed.
So I cut those up into just smaller chunks, and now we are going
This
to.
is powerful.
That's okay. So when you're using power tools, you want to. Just like, I'm gonna hold on to this and shred this chicken.
There's chicken going everywhere.
That happens. Part of it.
Have you met me?
So, I guess I should warn you when you do this, when you shred chicken in this way.
It makes a mess of chicken. Chicken flies everywhere.
Chicken's gonna fly. Even when it's dead. So the
You push the
chicken.
button.
The chicken is now shredded. Yes, please. Thank you. So now the chicken is shredded. Our sauce and our oil should be warmed up. So the next step is going to be frying their tortillas and coating them in sauce. So I'm going to set the chicken aside here, and we're going to go over to the two pans here. Again, this is how I do it. I would maybe suggest tongs, I guess, for your first time. For me, this is easiest. But I like to use 2 forks to scoop up my tortillas. Or you can use tongs. And I'll show you what exactly I'm talking about here in just a minute. In terms of tortilla sizes, you want to just use medium. You don't want to do the big burrito size. You don't want to do the small taco size. There's like a medium size.
It says soft taco size.
Yeah. Okay. So, and then this should make about 10. There's 10 in here, and you should have enough chicken, enough cheese. That's the other thing. I don't know why I did that. We're gonna listen. We'll get to the cheese later. The sauce. Okay.
So you're gonna go sauce?
No, oil.
You're gonna go oil.
Oil.
Oil, then sauce, then onto a plate, right?
Yes.
Oil, sauce, plate.
So, tools are important. You need a plate, you need 2 forks or tongs, you need your tortillas. So I'm going to start on this side because that's where the oil is. My plate over here.
This is hot, be careful.
Yeah, this is hot.
And you know that the oil is ready when it's shimmering.
Okay, I always just check.
Okay.
Like,
it's shimmering.
Basically, thank you for the new facts again, because I'm always just like, is it hot? Let's find out. Like,
it's glistening.
and then
It's
I'm
not
mad
gonna
when it's
shimmer.
not.
Yeah,
Okay.
see, it's reflecting.
And this is, pretend like you're playing hot potato. You don't want to let the tortilla sit in there for too long. You literally want to blitz it. You just want to let it sizzle and coat the tortilla and kind of fry it really quickly, and then flip it. And then same thing with the sauce. I will say, you have hot stoves.
Yes,
so
I
I'm
do.
going to turn it down even more here.
Everything gets hot and heavy.
So, spicy. Okay. So I'm going to start. Okay, getting hot. So we're gonna just get started here. You're gonna hear that sizzling. I'm gonna flip it. I might actually turn it back up a little bit. And then we're gonna let it shake it out. And we're gonna come back over here. Gonna let it just tappy tap tap. Doesn't have to be perfect. We're gonna bring this plate forward a little bit too. And then, so you just want to create like a little assembly line for yourself. And you're going to repeat this 10 times, or for how many ever times that you're making your, how many ever enchiladas you're making. I will say what I just did here is you do want to kind of like straighten out your tortilla and like get it flat again. So let's look at that one more time. So we're going to Put it in there. Sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. Flip. Sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. Grab, shake, shake, shake. We're gonna put it in the sauce. Sauce it up. Sauce it. Okay, shake out that excess sauce. And then we're gonna plate. We just wanna let these sit here until we're done and ready to load them up.
And so you just repeat that until you're done?
Yep.
Okay.
I didn't put the whole can of sauce in there. Should have specified that earlier. Put about half. So once the sauce starts to get kind of low as you're doing the process of coating the tortillas, you can just add more as needed and it'll start warming up pretty quickly. Okay, so just got done coating all of the tortillas. A couple of reasons why you want to lay them out flat. First, when you're getting ready to assemble, it's a lot easier. I don't know, you can probably start to see the steam
they're hot.
off of the tortillas. They're really hot. So you want to, and you can use gloves too if you prefer to use gloves, because it's a messy job starting to assemble the enchiladas. The other reason is once the tortillas are coated, if they are left crumpled up or
not flat,
folded up, then not flat, then they're gonna tear. So it's not gonna be a fun situation. I only used about 3/4 of this. Let's see here, 19-ounce can of enchilada sauce, but we'll use some more on top. So we'll continue.
So
to
to
use
cook it, you only used about 3/4.
Yes. Yep. So the first thing I'm going to do is, you want to have a pan ready, a good baking dish, glass baking dish ready to put your completed enchiladas in, because once we're done, we're just going to put them in the oven for about 10 minutes to melt the cheese, and then it's time to eat. So
And the oven's been preheating at 350.
350, yep. So started that at the beginning of the process here when we started boiling the chicken. So that'd be the first thing you would want to do, is just get your oven on so it's nice and hot when everything's ready. Okay, so what I have to assemble to put inside the enchiladas, I've got shredded sharp cheddar cheese. We have our shredded chicken. We have onion. And then we also have the peppers. So I'm gonna make 3 different types here. I'm gonna do a cheese and onion. I'm going to do a chicken, cheese and onion spicy, and a cheese and onion not spicy. So none of the peppers. So we'll start with the not spicy ones first. So I'm gonna start with just some basic cheese enchiladas. So for that, you want to get your bowl of cheese, and I like to put stuff in the bowl because once you get going, it does get, like I said, a little messy. So you kind of just want to make things as easy as possible for yourself. Just a sprinkle. There's no science to this. It's just to fold a tortilla. You're gonna fold in on the center. You're gonna fold over, and then you're gonna tuck, and you're gonna roll. So that's the best way I found to fold a tortilla. I'm gonna do the chicken and cheese enchiladas. So again, we're gonna start with some cheese. We're going to put some chicken in there, of course. Add some onion, a little bit more cheese on top. We're gonna fold. As you get towards the bottom of the tortillas, they might get sticky. Like you'll see I got tortilla. It's okay. They're pretty durable. Just roll with it, and if it has a little hole, that's fine. It's still edible. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the spicy enchilada. So I've already put down some cheese here. Gonna add my chicken and onion, And this time we're gonna add some of those peppers and kind of like mix it up a little bit. Just, yeah. Gonna roll it up. So this is the last spicy enchilada I'm making here, doing the cheese. As you can see, I'm just gonna show you my hands because it does get messy, so just be prepared for that. That's okay, because it's delicious. So doing the last spicy one here. Some chicken, onion, and peppers. And again, just toss that together so it's not just a clunk of peppers in one spot.
And she didn't end up using all those peppers. So they can be used to make salsa, whatever else maybe. So
yeah. Also, the leftover ancho chiles that were in the chicken for the with the broth, you can use the broth, you can use the ancho chiles, and you can use any leftover hot peppers to make a salsa. Be a great salsa. So that's what you can do with the leftovers there if you want. Next, I'm going to wash my hands, and then we're going to top the enchiladas and get ready to put them in the oven. You probably didn't see this part, but as I was folding them, I was just putting them in the casserole dish like this, just to line them up. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to top them with more cheese. So we're just going to put this is about what I have left in my bowl from rolling the tortillas, and we actually ended up doing 12, so you can make a 12 enchiladas with this recipe. And then next we're going to top it with some more of the sauce, so we're just gonna like drizzle it over basically. And you can again be generous with that. Then we're going to place them, they're going to kind of look like this. We're going to place them in the oven for about 10 minutes to let the cheese melt, and then they'll be ready to eat. And then same thing with the spicy enchiladas. I separated those off into a separate dish so that people know that they are spicy. Some more cheese. And I bought a 32-ounce bag of cheese, and this is about what's left. So we again used about 3/4 of the cheese. And when it's all said and done, I'm gonna use all of this sauce. Okay, and so now these are all sauced up and cheesed up. You can even add a few more peppers on top if you want. It's very fancy. When it comes out, it's going to be nice and melted and just delicious. So we're going to try this again.
okay.
Yeah.
Make sure. Oh yes, that's got everything in it. You gonna try some with me?
Yes, I am.
You can have this other side.
Okay.
So does it have enough of everything for you?
Yeah. Cheers. Cheers. We haven't eaten.
Cheers. You gotta come on camera.
Oh,
Okay.
cheers. Really good. I'm going for bite 2.
Ooh, this one's got more chicken. Okay. Look, can you, oh, hold on. You know what? We messed up anyway. Hold on.
You did? Well, it's tore up now.
Can you see? You see that? Yummy.
Yum. Very good.
So we're gonna actually sit down and eat because this is freaking delicious. And the peppers to me aren't that spicy. They just add a little bit of heat. If you aren't able to process heat, then just do the ones with the cheese, onion, and chicken. Thank you so much for spending your time with us today. And if you want to give it a shot, give it a shot. Otherwise, thank you again for spending time with us. All right, bye.